Welcome back to Nourish Garden, where we explore nature's hidden ways of healing. Your heart beats more than 100,000 times a day. Steady, faithful, tireless. Yet when the pressure inside your vessels rises, it begins to whisper for help. You don't hear it, but the rhythm changes. Each beat becomes a little heavier, as if the heart must push through a storm of its own making. Doctors call it high blood pressure, the silent killer. But silence doesn't mean hopelessness. Nature has been speaking all along. We simply forgot how to listen. Imagine your bloodstream as a vast river network. When the flow is smooth, life flourishes along its banks. But when pressure builds, the current grows fierce, eroding the walls, exhausting the soil. That's what happens within us. Arteries tighten, and the gentle rhythm of life becomes strain. Yet, just as rivers can be calmed by clean springs and nourishing rain, our hearts can be soothed by the foods we choose. For centuries, cultures across the world have relied on simple, earthy ingredients to maintain balance: roots, leaves, fruits. Modern science now confirms what ancient wisdom always knew. Within nature's garden lie quiet healers that restore the heart's flow. In this episode, we'll rediscover 5 humble foods that teach your heart how to breathe again: beetroot, spinach, avocado, banana, and tomato. Through their colors, textures, and nutrients, they whisper a message of renewal. Let me know in the comments where and what time you're watching this video. And don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell, so you'll never miss our weekly stories about natural healing and everyday renewal. Now take a deep breath, feel your heartbeat, and let's listen to what it's been trying to say all along. Think of your body as a living landscape, nourished by rivers of blood that deliver oxygen and life to every cell. When these rivers flow freely, you feel calm, clear, and full of vitality. But when the current is forced to run faster and harder through narrow, tense pathways, pressure builds. That is hypertension, a silent tension that strains the heart and slowly wears down the body's inner terrain. Each heartbeat sends blood through flexible vessels that should expand like soft, living rivers. Over time, stress, excess salt, processed food, and lack of movement make these vessels stiff and unyielding, like pipes forgotten in the cold. The heart must push harder, and that extra effort slowly becomes its burden. You may not feel it at first. No pain, no warning, just fatigue, dizziness, or restless nights. The danger is quiet, but constant. Here's where one of nature's most elegant molecules enters the story: nitric oxide. Produced naturally by our body, it tells the vessel walls to open and relax, like a deep breath after long tension. When nitric oxide flows freely, blood moves easily, oxygen reaches every organ, and pressure drops naturally. It's the body's own way of finding peace. Unfortunately, modern habits can silence this messenger. Diets low in vegetables, constant stress, and poor sleep reduce nitric oxide levels. But the good news is powerful. Your body can make more of it simply through what you eat. Many vegetables, especially beets, spinach, and leafy greens, contain natural nitrates that transform into nitric oxide in the bloodstream, restoring this calm rhythm. So the next time you feel tired or tense, remember, your blood vessels are not just tubes. They're living, breathing pathways. And with the right foods, they can remember how to soften, how to flow, how to heal. Now that we understand how the body finds calm through nitric oxide, let's meet nature's quiet heroes, the foods that help the heart relax, renew, and return to its rhythm. Each one holds a different key to balance, offering nutrients that soothe the body and strengthen its flow. Beetroot is often called the red heart of the earth. Beneath its rough skin lies a deep crimson nectar rich in natural nitrates. When you drink beetroot juice or eat roasted beets, these compounds convert into nitric oxide, gently widening arteries, lowering blood pressure, and increasing oxygen to your muscles and brain. Some studies even show results within hours. It's like opening windows inside your body, letting fresh air flow again. Spinach, the humble leafy green, works like nature's mineral symphony. Its magnesium eases tension in blood vessel walls, while potassium helps balance sodium, a crucial factor in preventing pressure buildup. Just one handful of spinach a day can restore equilibrium in the bloodstream. Think of it as feeding your body calmness, leaf by leaf. Avocado brings a creamy kind of healing. Rich in healthy fats and potassium, it reduces arterial stiffness and supports the flexibility your heart craves. Its oils nourish the very membranes of your cells, keeping them supple and resilient. Banana, a simple, cheerful fruit, is one of the best natural sources of potassium. It helps the body release excess sodium and stabilizes heart rhythm. A single banana can be a small act of daily medicine, comforting, familiar, effective. Tomato, glowing with lycopene and antioxidants, acts like a shield for your arteries. It protects the vessel walls from oxidative stress and inflammation, two silent drivers of hypertension. A daily serving, raw, cooked, or juiced, strengthens the heart's endurance. Together, these 5 foods form what you could call the heart's garden. Their colors, red, green, gold, mirror the balance your body seeks. They remind us that healing doesn't require complexity or cost, only consistency and care. It's comforting to know that what ancient traditions practiced for centuries now stands firmly on modern scientific ground. Research has begun to uncover how these foods truly change the chemistry of the body, not by magic, but through measurable biological processes. Take beetroot, for example. Clinical trials from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that a single glass of beetroot juice can lower systolic blood pressure within just a few hours. The reason lies in its high nitrate content, which converts into nitric oxide and signals arteries to widen, easing blood flow naturally. It's not a drug. It's your body's own intelligence, reawakened by food. Spinach and leafy greens have shown similar results. Studies from the British Heart Foundation confirm that diets rich in magnesium and potassium reduce blood pressure and improve endothelial function. The flexibility of blood vessel walls. Magnesium acts as a gentle relaxant, calming the vessel muscles so the heart doesn't need to push as hard. Avocado contributes its healthy monounsaturated fats, which Harvard researchers have linked to lower LDL cholesterol and better arterial health. By reducing stiffness in the arteries, avocado helps maintain smooth, steady blood flow, the rhythm your heart depends on. Then there's tomato, with its vibrant red lycopene. In a long-term study from Harvard School of Public Health, participants with higher lycopene levels had a significantly lower risk of heart disease. Lycopene acts as an antioxidant, preventing the oxidative stress that can damage vessel walls and trigger inflammation. Even something as simple as a banana holds scientific weight. Its potassium content has been proven to help the kidneys balance sodium levels, directly influencing blood pressure. The World Health Organization emphasizes potassium-rich diets as one of the simplest, safest ways to prevent hypertension. When you combine these foods, their effects multiply, a synergy of nutrients that not only lowers pressure, but restores inner harmony. Food isn't just sustenance, it's intelligent chemistry. Each meal becomes a conversation between nature and your heart, a dialogue of peace, balance, and renewal. Healing begins not in hospitals, but in the quiet moments of your daily life. In your kitchen, your morning routine, your plate. The secret is consistency. Small, natural choices that build a rhythm of care over time. You don't have to change everything overnight. Just begin where you are, with what you have. Start your morning with color and calm. A simple beetroot and spinach smoothie, blended with banana for sweetness, fills your blood with natural nitrates and potassium before the day's stress begins. Its earthy taste reminds you that healing can be beautiful, not bland. Or try an avocado banana bowl, creamy and nourishing, to support steady energy through the morning hours. For lunch, imagine a plate bursting with freshness, sliced tomatoes drizzled with olive oil, sprinkled with herbs, and a touch of sea salt. The healthy fats help your body absorb lycopene, giving your arteries the protection they need. Add a handful of greens or a beet salad for extra nitric oxide support. As evening arrives, let the body slow down. A light green soup with spinach or zucchini, paired with calming breathing, signals the heart to rest. You can even sip warm herbal tea, hibiscus or chamomile, both known to reduce mild hypertension and soothe the nervous system. Throughout the day, keep a steady flow of water. Hydration reduces blood thickness, allowing the heart to work less. And whenever possible, step outside for sunlight and gentle movement. Even a slow walk after meals can improve blood circulation and oxygen delivery. Remember, lowering blood pressure naturally isn't about restriction or fear. It's about restoring rhythm. When you eat slowly, breathe deeply, and give your heart peaceful foods, you're not fixing your health. You're returning home to it. Let your meals become your medicine, your breath your reminder, and your daily rituals, your quiet acts of renewal. Meet Maria, a 58-year-old teacher from Lisbon. For years, she lived with high blood pressure that never seemed to rest. Each morning began with pills and worry. Each night ended with headaches and exhaustion. Her doctor told her that medication might be lifelong. But Maria had a quiet intuition. Perhaps her body wasn't broken, only hungry for something real. One spring, she decided to listen to that inner voice. She began to rebuild her meals, one ingredient at a time. Breakfast changed first. Beetroot blended with banana and spinach, poured into a glass the color of sunrise. At lunch, she replaced processed snacks with tomatoes drizzled in olive oil and a pinch of sea salt. By evening, she enjoyed creamy avocado toast and herbal tea under the soft glow of her kitchen window. The first few weeks felt subtle. Fewer dizzy spells, steadier energy, deeper sleep. But after a month, Maria noticed something extraordinary. Her hands felt warmer, her heartbeat calmer. A follow-up appointment showed her blood pressure had dropped from dangerous levels to near normal. Her doctor was astonished. "Whatever you're doing," he said, "keep going." Maria smiled. She wasn't chasing perfection. She was nourishing peace. She began gardening again, planting spinach, beets, and herbs. As she tended her plants, she realized she was also tending herself. Today, Maria still checks her pressure once a week, but it remains stable without heavy medication. She credits food, sunlight, and calm moments as her true therapy. When asked what changed her life, she always replies softly, "The heart didn't need fixing, it needed feeding." Her story reminds us that healing doesn't come from fighting the body, but from listening to it. When we return to natural foods, we return to our nature. Patient, alive, and full of rhythm. Your heart is not your enemy. It's your lifelong companion. Every beat is a message, every rhythm a reminder that life flows through you. High blood pressure may be called the silent killer, But silence can also be sacred, a space to listen, to understand, and to begin again. Now you know the truth. Within your kitchen lies one of the most powerful forms of medicine. Beetroot, spinach, avocado, banana, and tomato. Simple foods, yet each one a messenger of balance. They don't just lower numbers on a chart. They nourish the very music of your bloodstream. With every meal, you invite your vessels to soften, your pulse to slow, and your heart to rest in its natural rhythm. Healing isn't a miracle. It's a practice. It happens in quiet routines, your morning smoothie, your midday walk, your choice to breathe before reacting. Over time, these small decisions become a symphony of renewal. So tonight, when you sit down to eat, look at your plate not as a collection of calories, but as living energy. A conversation between earth and heart. You are feeding more than hunger. You're feeding peace. If this message resonates with you, share it with someone you care about. Someone whose heart might also need to remember how to breathe. Subscribe to Nourish Garden. Join our healing kitchen community. And let these stories remind you that your body is wiser than you think. Because in the end, the heart doesn't need to be fixed. It only needs to be nourished, one mindful meal at a time. Your heart listens to what you eat. Every natural meal, every beet, banana, or tomato tells it to relax, to trust, to flow again. Healing doesn't come from fear. It comes from nourishment, patience, and love. Let food be your medicine, and let every bite remind you. Your heart is already trying to heal. It just needs you to help it remember.